Hi guys, I'm Melissa Ashlyn, and today I'm going to show you guys my quick, easy curls that I do every morning before I go to work. I like to let my hair air dry after I get out of the shower at night and sleep on it, and then in the morning I take my conical iron and I really quickly put some curls in it. So today this is the tutorial that I'm doing. A lot of my future looks are going to stem from this base look. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay. So I'm going to start with my hair down. This isn't naturally dried from, I like to wash my hair at night and then let it air dry, and I just touch it up with the curling iron before I go to work. It's really easy, it's really fast, it's a good 5-minute look. So I'm going to start with my bang area. Everybody always asks about the bang because you don't want them too curly. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your iron hot part facing back. That means that the curl is going to go away from your face. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to twist it around, leaving the ends out. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to move the iron up and down. Now this is going to soften the curl, but still allow for a really nice bend. So if you do that about 5 times, you can go ahead and drop it. And you see that leaves a nice, really soft look to the hair. So I'm going to do this in big sections. That's why I like to let my hair naturally dry, because you can work with some of the natural texture underneath. So I'm using this little curl as my guide right there. You're just curling the mid shafts. Once again, iron going back, and I'm going to wrap around, leaving the bottom out of my hair. I'm using a conical curling iron, which means it gets smaller on the bottom. This is going to take away some of my length of my hair. I have pretty long hair, but if you have shorter hair and you want to maintain some of your length, you can do an iron that's the same width all the way down, or you can do one that gets fatter on the bottom. So if you can put your finger on this fattest part of the hair. That's going to let you know if it's heated up or not. I'm taking big sections. Big sections are okay as long as you are heating them up properly. If you don't heat them up properly, then the middle of the curl will be uneven and it won't give you for a uniform curl. So once this is heated up, I can start to feel it heat up. You want to not be able to leave your finger there any longer. This is something you could practice. If you have a lot of layers, some of your hair might be sticking out, but that's okay too. This is a messy, beachy, undone look for the morning. Okay, it's starting to heat up, so I'm going to go ahead and drop it. And then you can pull out. If your hair doesn't really hold the curl, you don't have to pull it out, but mine does. So I like to soften it a little bit, pull it out a little bit. Going on to my next one. I'm going to do these all going back for a wave. You can switch the directions of the iron, but it's a little bit more difficult and it gives for a little bit more volume. I want something a little more sleek. So iron going back, wrapping around. So we're going to allow this to heat up again. You guys can see me. So you can see I'm holding the curling iron flat. That's really important. One, it allows for there not to be as many gaps in your hair. It also stops you from getting what we like to call sausage curls. Sausage curls are those little ringlets that keep springing back up and you can't separate them. When it's on a horizontal plane, it's hard for them to separate. So you see that? I'm going to put my finger there. And I'm going to let it go. Gives for a nice shiny wave. And you can see that it's getting a little tighter on the end there, which once again, that's going to go ahead and take away like 1 inch of the length off my hair. And so for this bottom section, I'm going to take all this one section. I'm using my curls as my guide, remember, the mid lengths of my guide. You don't want your curls to get higher and higher up as you go back. You want them to get a little bit lower. It's more flattering and leaves for a more natural looking curl. So now I'm using the line of my curls here, putting my iron in, going backwards and wrapping, leaving the ends out and filling. This is a big section, you guys, so this is going to take probably a minute to heat up. Alright guys, it's starting to get heat up. I did fast forward it about 45 seconds, so just to let you know how long I actually held this huge chunk of my hair. This is probably all the back of my hair, so it might seem like a while sitting here for 45 seconds, but it's better than taking it off, putting it back on, taking it off, putting it back on. If you do smaller sections, yes, you can move through the hair quicker, but it's going to give for a tighter curl, more of like a ringlety curl, which is fine. It's just going to give you more volume and a less beachy look. Okay. You can see now we get this nice curl. I'm gonna let it drop. So the key when you go to the other side, you guys, I'm sure you've curled your hair and it looks great on one side, and then you go to the other side and you're thinking, what the heck happened? You have to switch your hands. So remember, barrel, especially in the front of your face, going back over your shoulder. So I like to say practice with the iron off a couple times, that way you don't burn yourself. It's not super difficult, but that way you just get used to the movement and it won't seem so foreign the first time you do it. So we're gonna take this front piece again. And I like to separate my pieces into like the length of my layers, that way you don't have too many short pieces coming out. So I'm gonna wrap it around, and I'm gonna move down the hair again, going up and down, up and down. So, what did we say last time? Like about 5 times. Let it sit and let it come out. And you get a nice bend to the hair there. Taking another big section, remember all going back away from the hair. Lining it up with my curl. It's about at my eyebrow. That's a really flattering point. Just like hairstylists cut your hair using your face shape, it's really nice to curl your hair using your face shape as well. So I'm going horizontal, if you guys can see me. Again, leaving a little bit out at the end. And alright guys, now I'm going to take my product crush of the month. This is Kevin Murphy Bedroom Hair. It does exactly what it says. It gives you that tousled look. So I'm just going to go ahead and separate it. Short pumps is the way to go with this. Separating all those beautiful curls, especially on the bottom here. Kind of like scrunch any ends that you feel are not behaving properly. And here you go. Beautiful, bouncy curls that will take you less than 5 minutes to get ready for the day. Alright guys, until next time. See ya. Alright, boom, done. Let's just be done.